Savannah, it's time to get loud and say it with me. This is Monster Jam.
We're not nameless, we're not.
Monster Jam fans, it is now time for the very first competition of the event, JCB Racing. Our 8 Monster Jam superstars have been seated into a bracket based on a random draw. They're going to compete in this first round, get to the semifinals, and then the finals to see who's going to be crowned the racing winner. That winner will crown the top spot and the first 8 points of the event. Savannah, Georgia, you guys ready to kick this thing off? All right, let me hear it. Who's ready for JCB Racing?
In the right lane, make some noise for MJ Solorio in El Toro Loco. Facing off his opponent in the left lane, Watson Anderson in Gravedigger. Weston Anderson took that win in JCB Racing on a Friday, but it's MJ Solorio determined to beat that black and green wrecking machine. Let's go green! Your winner is Weston Anderson in Gravedigger. Once again, your winner of that last race was Weston Anderson in Gravedigger. Moving on to the second matchup in the right lane, make some noise for John Zimmer Jr. in Terminal Velocity. Taking on his opponent in the left lane, Mike Pagliarulo in Excalibur. 2 second-generation drivers pulled to the line here, each one of them hoping to be the one to take on Weston Anderson in the semifinal round. They'll need to be tight on those corners and fast on the straightaway. It can only be one. Let's go green! Your winner is Mike Pagliarulo in Excalibur. Once again, your winner of that last race was Mike Pagliarulo in Excalibur. Next up in the right lane, it's Brianna Mahan in Ringling Bailey Circuit. Taking on her opponent in the left lane, Brandon Arthur in JCB Digatron. 2 trucks competition ready. Pull to that racing line. The third matchup here in round 1 of JCB Racing. Let's go green! Your winner is Brandon Arthur and JCB Tigatron. Advancing on to that semi-final round is JCB Tigatron. Our final matchup in the right lane. Put your hands together for John Zimmer in Uproar. He's looking to take out his opponent in the left lane, Nick Pagliarulo in Kraken. Lots of experience and legacy with these two rivals as they match up to determine the final driver that will be in the semifinal round. Keep your eyes on those Monster Jam Racing lights. Let's go green! Your winner is John Zimmer in Uproar.
Monster Jam fans, we started with 8 and now we're down to the fastest final 4. The winner of this round will move on to the finals, or they'll be that much closer to the racing win. You guys did such a great job on the first round. Let's see if you can top that. Who's ready for JCB semifinal round?
He reigns from Osteen, Florida. Competing since 2022, make some noise for Mike Pagliarulo in Excalibur. He's taken on from Kill Devil Hills. Competing since 2022, he's a 4-time Arena Series champion, Weston Anderson in Gravedigger. Let's go green! Your winner is Weston Anderson in Gravedigger. Our second matchup in the semifinal round in the right lane. A veteran of the sport, make some noise for John Zimmer in Uproar. Taking on his opponent in the left lane, coming off a win from Singapore. Let's hear it for Brandon Arthur and JCB Tigatron. John Zimmer in Uproar did make it to the final round in racing earlier here today, looking to do the same thing, but it's a different track, and this could be Brandon Arthur's moment. Let's go green! Your winner is John Zimmer in Uproar.
Savannah, Georgia, this is it. This is the racing final round. The winner of this race will take on the first 8 points of the event and will also get that top spot on our leaderboard. One last time for the racing competition. Who's ready to meet your racing finals contenders?
Representing Zenit Motorsports from Howell, Michigan, make some noise for John Zimmer in Uproar. Up against his opponent in the black and green, Wrecking Machine, with 36 racing wins. Let's hear it for Weston Anderson in Gravedigger. Legacy versus experience out here on the track for the final round of JCB Racing, and of course to claim those first 8 points. This competition is crucial for the wave of momentum to be taken to the trophy. Let's go green! Savannah, give it up for Weston Anderson in a Gravedigger. Weston Anderson in a Gravedigger makes this a JCB Racing win number 37 this year. He's proven he is the fastest truck out of the track. Savannah, give it up for Weston Anderson in a Gravedigger.
Just another day at the office for you, Weston. You took home the JCB Racing win last night, came up short here this afternoon. Redemption was yours, and you did it in such flair here for tonight's event. Congratulations.
Man, I felt bad fast on this track. This Georgia clay right here, it has been super tacky all weekend, and it finally gave us a break in racing. The corners were slick. We could pitch that truck in just like we wanted, and hey, it piloted us to the win, baby. Old Team Gravedigger's up top, man!
Well, this momentum's going to carry you into the second competition, Monster Jam 2-wheel skills, and I know this is a competition that you like a lot, so, I mean, how do you feel coming in now that you got this win under your belt?
Man, I know that all the other competitors, they're going to be throwing it down. They're getting just as used to this track as I am. I'm going to come out here. I'm going to do what I know is true to me. Hopefully I can do the tricks that I want to pull off. All I could say, y'all better have your cameras ready whenever this black and green Wrecking Machine hits the track. Savannah, y'all having fun at Monster Jam!
Check out that replay on the Super Glue. Glued to the action replay. I mean, so fast and quick for Weston Anderson. He's tight on those corners and fast on those straightaways. It once again proved him to be the fastest Monster Jam truck on the series. Taking the first 8 points is crucial in this competition, but there are plenty more points up for grabs. As each driver moves throughout the competition, we will be totaling their scores and putting it up here on the BKT overall leaderboard. Check it out right now as we've got Weston Anderson in Gravedigger sitting in that first place spot. Uproar does take second with a total of 7 points. Now check it out though, because we've got a two-way tie for third place between Excalibur and JCB Digatron, and then a four-way tie with Ringling Bailey Circuit, El Toro Loco, Kraken, and Terminal Velocity, all hoping to be the next to get those next 8 points that will be up for grabs in the two-wheel skills competition coming up next.
And Mark Arena, one of the coolest parts about my job is getting the chance to go into the stands and meet some of you guys I'm over here with Josiah. Can everybody give him a round of applause for being brave, helping me out? All right, Josiah, you agreed that you would be down to play a game on the video screen. Here's the way it's going to work. If you get this game correct and you guess which of these Monster Jam trucks is going to win the race, I have for you a ticket to the post-show meet and greet where you're going to get the chance to meet all of tonight's drivers. Does that sound good to you?
Yeah.
All right. Go ahead and throw it onto the screen. We've got Megalodon, Gravedigger, and El Toro Loco. Which of these do you think is going to win the race?
Gravedigger.
Gravedigger. Smart pick. He did just win the real race here on the track. All right. Our mini jams are ready. They are set. Here we go. Gravedigger coming out strong. So far, I'm pretty confident in your pick. Are you feeling good right now?
Yeah.
He's like locked in. He's like, I really don't want you to talk to me right now because Gravedigger is now in second. Ed Marcarina, give him some cheers. Show him your love. Are you nervous? Gravedigger took the lead. Megalodon, maybe you should have picked Megalodon. I don't know. Toro, Gravedigger at the end. Yeah! Gets the win. Is this your family over here? Are you going to take them to the post-show meet and greet?
Yeah.
Yeah, you are. All right, this is for you, man. Check this out. And you know what? To go along with it, because I know you're probably going to want to get some autographs, right, from all the drivers. So I'm going to give you guys a 2025 souvenir yearbook. All the drivers are in there. That way you guys can get their autograph as well. You pumped?
Yes.
That's what I'm talking about. And if you guys want to join Josiah and his family and the rest of our Monster Jam superstars at the post-show meet and greet, check out the video board. We're going to give you guys some info here. There's a QR code. That'll take you right to the place where you can buy these tickets. Just letting you know the tickets end right before halftime and spaces are limited. So go ahead and lock in those tickets right now.
It is time to move on to the second competition of the event. That's the two-wheel skills challenge, where each one of our drivers will have 2 attempts to pull out their craziest, most impressive maneuver, and you will be the official judges. You'll use your smartphones and go to judgeszone.com. Carlos, I know you've been in the stands. Do you think Savannah's ready for the two-wheel skills competition?
I think they are, and if they're not, they better get ready. It is time to go to judgeszone.com. Judgeszone.com. Your city code is SAV. SAV for Savannah. Make sure you stay locked into that website because right after their runs, I'm going to let you know when scoring is open. After that, you'll have 20 seconds to lock in your official scores. We'll tally that up with our expert judge score, and that will be the official score for that driver. All right, Savannah, you guys ready for the two-wheel skills challenge?
Let's see those Toro horns in the air. Give it up for MJ Solorio in El Toro Loco.
Give it up, Savannah. He's got
still got
one
one attempt remaining.
And Mark Arena, give it up. That was MJ Solario in El Toro Loco. JudgesZone.com, it is your time to shine. Lock in those scores.
MJ Solorio absolutely laying it down. What a perfect way to start the two-wheel skills competition. I know he's been waiting for a run like that all weekend, up on 2 BKT tires, looking confident, looking smooth out there on the track, and what a great run to be the first run you officially score. We've got those scores locked in. Let's check it out. The score for MJ Solorio in El Toro Loco is, it's an 8.294, a solid score indeed, and right now, that current score to beat. Next up in the two-wheel skills competition, he's been nicknamed the Combo King. Let's hear it for John Zimmer Jr. in Terminal Velocity.
Savannah, let's hear it for John Zimmer Jr., Terminal Velocity. Scoring is open right now at JudgesZone.com. You saw 2 solid attempts here from Terminal Velocity. John Zimmer Jr. giving you a ton of combinations there on the second one, especially with that pogo slap bounce back into the combination move. You've got about 11 seconds left.
You saw it on that second attempt, especially exactly why he has been nicknamed the Combo King. That stoppy combination is one the fans love to see. And we've got your scores locked in, so let's see what you thought. The score for that run for John Zimmer Jr. in Terminal Velocity is 7.091 right now. That is good enough for second place. Our next competitor prepares to come to the track. Savannah, put your hands together for your next competitor, Brianna Mahan in Ringling Bailey Circuit. Bring your eyes to the tunnel. You see her sidekick down on the track. Bailey is cheering Brianna on, wishing her luck.
Looks like that will doing it, pushing it all the way to the ground on that one, and give it up, Brianna Mahan, Ringling Bailey Circuit. Did enough to get a score. Go to judgeszone.com. Let us know what you thought. Putting it all out on the line. Score now.
You know what? We've seen it before here in Monster Jam, where even though a truck does not end up on those 4 BKT tires here in the two-wheel skills competition, they may end up with a higher score. We know those Monster Jam fans love to see some destruction out on the track, and we've got your scores locked in. It's a 6.900, and right now that is good enough for third place for Ringling Bailey Circuit. Now, I am getting word we've got some news from our pit reporter. Kay, talk to us about what's going on the track.
All right, well, we're going to talk a little bit about Ringling Bailey Circuit and Brianna Mahan. Now, during event number 1, there were some issues with her truck. You know, she talked to you, Keaton, a little bit about how last week there in Tampa, or excuse me, 2 weekends ago in Tampa, the truck wasn't feeling right. Well, that was because of a differential or third member in the rear of the back of the truck. You can see during event number 2 to event number 3 here tonight, they ended up having to take out the differential, which is that massive hole right there. You have to take both tires off the back in order to get to the differential. That is the new differential. And then you're going to see in just a moment the old differential. So basically what happened inside of the differential, the locker was broken. Now what a locker is it holds the inner axles and allows with different mechanisms inside of that locker for the tires to spin at different rates. So it takes a lot of manpower. It takes a lot of time. Of course, you can see they had to strip everything in order to grab that. They had to drop the drive shaft as well there from the rear in order to access the differential. But of course, her crew chief Jazz and the help of the rest of the technicians there in the back there from UNOH got Bailey Circuit ready to rock and roll here tonight, and of course puts up a solid attempt there here in the Monster Jam two-wheel skills challenge. And that's just a behind the scenes look at what we do here at Monster Jam and what our UNOH technicians do here behind the scenes.
Looks like we're ready to get back to some two-wheel skills action. Savannah, let me hear you get loud for Nick Pagliarulo in Kraken.
There you have it. Give it up, Nick Pagliarulo in Kraken. QR code is up. Judgeszone.com is ready to go. Score now, score now.
You heard Carlos say it. We've got that scoring open right now at judgeszone.com for that run in the two-wheel skills competition from Nick Pagliarulo in Kraken. Now here in the two-wheel skills competition, they're relying on that truck. We will hear from our pit reporter if anything's going on, but that score you all decided was a 4.399, which right now is good enough for fourth place. Next to hit the track, he's in that black and green wrecking machine. It's Weston Anderson in Gravedigger. Monster Jam fans, we do see our tech officials going to check on Gravedigger Weston Anderson, but I am getting word from our producers. It does look like they're concluding that run for Weston Anderson in Gravedigger. He will not get to compete in this competition. You see him throwing his hands up here. Weston Anderson, he's a tough competitor, and this is no way he wants to leave the track. Looks like I'm getting word it is his third member. He's given us that signal of broken. But you know what? We've got the best of the best UNOH technicians. They're going to take a look at that truck. And if I know one thing, it's that he's going to come back ready to go for freestyle.
All right, and Mark Arena, I am in the stands once again with my buddy River. Can everybody say hi, River? He is clearly pumped to be here. Check this out. All right, I got a prize for you, River. I have a signed cap from Brandon Arthur, the driver of JCB Diggatron, for you to try to win. This is your challenge. You're going to stare at that video board, and a truck is going to start to appear. If you can guess which one it is, you get the prize. All right, here we go. Savannah, if you know the answer, shout it out. I think I see some green and some black. A couple of logos here and there. What are we thinking? What are we thinking at Mark Arena? You guys know? All right, I've already heard the answer. River, you got this? Ready. 1, 2, 3. Gravedigger! Gravedigger! Yeah! That's what I'm talking about, River. Check this out. This is for you. Can we give it up one more time?
Let's take a look at the competition here in the two-wheel skills challenge as it stands right now. We do have El Toro Loco, MJ Solorio currently holding out that first place spot with a score to beat of an 8.294. Terminal Velocity sits in second place with Ringling Bailey Circuit currently in third. That fourth place spot is held out by Kraken, but we've still got 4 more trucks to go. This leaderboard could completely change, and I know one competitor looking to do just that. He's ready to hit the track. Make some noise for John Zimmer in uproar.
2 attempts down. Make some noise, John Zimmer in uproar. It's your time to shine. QR code is up. Replay is going. Score now.
John Zimmer in uproar had that chance up against a Gravedigger in that JCB racing competition. So I know he came out in this competition looking to do some damage to the rest of the competitors. We saw some really impressive maneuvers, but let's check out the score of exactly what you thought. The score for John Zimmer in uproar is a 6.878. Right now, that's good enough for 4th place. Next hit the track, let's hear it for Mike Pagliarulo in Excalibur.
Give it up, make some noise, Mike Pagliarulo, Excalibur. JudgesZone.com, scoring is open.
Mike Pagliarulo in Excalibur, definitely looking to take advantage of some pod time up on 2 BKT tires. And you see the track a little bit giving these competitors difficulty, but once they're able to pop that truck up, control that momentum, they are able to get some successful maneuvers like we saw in Mike Pagliarulo's run. Let's check out those scores because you've locked them in. The score for Mike Pagliarulo in Excalibur is... it's a 6.188 right now. That is good enough for 5th place. One final truck to go in this competition. Let's hear it for Brandon Arthur in JCB Tigatron.
All right, finishing the run with a nice combo there. Make some noise, Brandon Arthur, JCB Tigatron. Scoring is open at less than 20 seconds now to lock in your scores.
I have to imagine that Brandon Arthur and JCB Tigatron felt a little pressure entering into this track Final to go, one shot to do it and leave it all out on the track. You see those maneuvers on the Super Glued to the Action replay, just in case you missed them, but a confident run from Brandon Arthur. We're going to see if it was enough. We've got that current score to beat right now, held by MJ Solorio in El Toro Loco. It's a score of an 8.294. The score for Brandon Arthur in JCB Tigatron is... It's an 8.155, a solid score, but that means your winner of the two-wheel skills competition is MJ Solorio in El Toro Loco.
MJ, it is about time we see you here in the winner's circle. You've been battling some gremlins, from the transmission, losing first gear yesterday, just to having luck not on your side, but that changes here today. Congratulations on the win.
Yeah, you know what, it's about time I get in that winner's circle, but hey, I hate to take this win like that, you know. I know Weston Anderson was to come out here and lay down one bad run. Unfortunate truck breakage right there, but that's what's crazy about Monster Jam. You never know what's going to happen, but to come out first in two-wheel skills competition and take the win, that's a feat in itself. That usually never happens, but it's all because of you guys right here in Savannah, man. You guys have been amazing to me. You guys have been amazing to Team El Toro Loco this entire weekend. So I'm so glad I can come out here and put this truck in the winner's circle for the first time this weekend, and it's only up from here. A toda mi gente, soy el único latino aquí este fin de semana, representando a todos ustedes, a todos esos niños que tienen un sueño. Yo empecé como todos ustedes. Yo ya lo logré. Ustedes también lo pueden. Savannah is just getting started, baby. We got freestyle coming up next, and I promise you what, this bull is going to be flying, and it's going to be wilder than any 8-second ride, baby. Let's have some fun.
Let's hear it for your winner, MJ Solorio, El Toro Loco.
So much action has already been underway, so that means that this is halftime at Monster Jam. We want to encourage you to get up, stretch your legs, check out the concession stands, and of course, our Monster Jam merchandise available to you on the concourse. But you're going to want to make your way back to your seats, because when we return, we've got the Northern Tool Equipment Pit Report by our pit reporter, Kay Young. We've got the superstars of Freestyle Motocross and, of course, Monster Jam Freestyle. That and so much more headed your way after halftime.
Savannah, this is the pinnacle of the event. This is Monster Jam Freestyle. Make some noise for your first freestyle competitor, Nick Pagliarulo in Kraken. JudgesZone.com, you know the drill, lock in your scores.
Nick Pagliarulo in Kraken comes into the freestyle competition with a heavy foot on that throttle. You see it throughout his run. I mean, we see him fast and speedy on those corners. He comes down from those impact and is quick to turn into that next move. We also saw him take advantage of multiple obstacles out on that track, which is exactly what we want to see, as well as filling his time. So let's see exactly what you all thought of that run. The scores are locked in. It's a 6.867. That is your score to beat. Next up, it's his brother. Make some noise for Mike Pagliarulo in Excalibur.
Make some noise for Mike Pagliarulo in Excalibur. JudgesZone.com. Let us know what you thought of that run. Score now.
You know, any of the Monster Jam fans that are here or even watching from home, if you've got a sibling, you know that sibling rivalry is real. And I think we saw a little bit of fire right under Mike Pagliarulo here in Excalibur's freestyle run. And we've got the scores locked in, so let's see exactly what you thought. That current score to beat right now is held by Nick Pagliarulo in Kraken. It's a score of a 6.867. The score for Mike Pagliarulo in Excalibur is Savannah, that's a 7.461. We have a new leader. Next hit the track and looking to change that leaderboard. Make some noise for John Zimmer Jr. in Terminal Velocity.
Big air, big saves. Make some noise, John Zimmer Jr., Terminal Velocity. Scoring is open. Scan that QR code. Last competition of the event. Score now.
You know, Carlos, we've had the privilege of seeing John Zimmer Jr. in Terminal Velocity all season long within the series. On that first save, I knew he had it. That second save, though, we saw everyone in the arena on the edge of their seats. We saw big air in this run. We saw two-wheel maneuvers. We saw some crazy saves. You hear that energy, Savannah? We've got the score locked in. Let's check it out. The score for John Zimmer Jr. in Terminal Velocity is an 8.988. Savannah, we have a new leader.
Monster Jam fans, I think I found a future driver in the stands. This is my buddy Nico, fully decked out. I almost confused him. I thought he was MJ for a second. Can we just make some noise? That's what I'm talking about. That's for you, Nico. You are dressed to the nines, my friend. So I'm like, all right, you know what? I'm going to try to see if he can win an Toro Loco plushie. Is that cool?
Yeah.
All right, here's what you're going to do. You're going to be part of our St. Jude helmet shuffle. So check out the video board there. A couple of helmets are going to drop down over a trophy. Follow that trophy, okay? Don't lose it. And Margarina, we're going to need your help as well. So it's dropped under number 2. Follow it. Don't lose it. We're going to have the whole arena help him out here in a little bit. All right, don't look away. Don't look away. That's how they try to trick you. Round and round and round it goes. All right, what are we thinking? What are we thinking? Okay, and Margarina, what about number 1? What about number 2? Number 3? Okay, you think you got your answer? Did they tell you right here? They help you out? All right, ready? Tell me which one.
1.
1. Okay, let's find out. Whoa. Whoa! Yeah! Nico, great job. You're going to walk away with your very own brand new Toro Loco plushie. Make some noise, guys.
You know what that music means, Savannah. Make some noise for your next competitor, Weston Anderson in Gravedigger. Savannah, he might just be headed for the Morgan & Morgan backflip ramp.
And that will do it. Make some noise. Weston Anderson, Gravedigger.
Savannah, Weston Anderson in Gravedigger, absolutely laying it down in freestyle. He has completed a perfect backflip, and he didn't end up on 4 wheels, but that is not always what takes a win in freestyle. We've got that current score to beat right now, held by John Zimmer Jr. in terminal velocity. It's a score of an 8.988. The score for Weston Anderson in Gravedigger is... Savannah, you got yourselves a new leader. We absolutely have to take a second look at the madness that was the mayhem that Weston Anderson left on the track. We saw some major air in his freestyle run, but he did not stop there. Check it out as he hits the Morgan & Morgan backflip ramp. So clean, so smooth and confident. He is hitting that ramp exactly how he intended. And we saw him get some major saves in that freestyle run, exactly why he deserves on top. Now check it out for the freestyle competition. He has landed himself in that first place spot, bumping terminal velocity down to second, Excalibur in third, and Kraken in fourth. We still got 4 more trucks to go, so anything could happen here on this leaderboard in the freestyle competition.
And Margarita, it's time for another game. This time I've got Joseph who's gonna help me out. We're gonna play some Monster Jam trivia, all right? I've got one of the drivers, he's gonna help us out. He's gonna ask us a question, and you've gotta see if you have the right answer, and you're gonna walk away with a prize. Does that sound good?
Yes.
All right, Joseph, take a look at the video screen.
Monster Jam fan, Johnson, Jr. here, and it's time for Monster Jam trivia. A Monster Jam truck weighs about 12,000 pounds. That's about the same weight as what? Is it A, a goldfish, B, a pickup truck, C, an elephant, or D, a cruise ship? If you know the answer, let me hear it.
All right. Savannah, what are we thinking? A, B, C, or D? What are we thinking? All right, I think you got it. I think you got, all right, ready? On the count of 3. 1, 2, 3.
C.
C. Hey, John Zimmer, what are we thinking?
If you get C, you got it. Now it's time for more competition.
That's what I'm talking about, Joseph. First, you're going to get a high five. Yeah. Next, you're going to get a JCB Digatron hat. And you know what? That's actually Brandon Arthur's signature right there, the driver of JCB Digatron. You know what? One more high five. Monster Jam fans, let's get back to the action.
You know what? It's not often we enter into the freestyle competition and see a layout exact like this. Now, Kay, I know you've seen a lot of these competitors in different settings before, but talk to the fans a little bit about what happens in freestyle, how crucial those points become when we do have a two-way tie like we do right now for first place between JCB Digatron and Uproar.
It really comes down to freestyle usually, and we see this happening once again. We saw it earlier this afternoon, Keaton, with our Monster Jam drivers. We're seeing again, deja vu. But JCB Digatron and Brandon Arthur told me in between events, he took a little nap, a little power nap, and said he was ready to rock and roll. He said Singapore really took it out of him, especially the jet lag, and so he just didn't feel up on his game yesterday. This morning he said he felt a little bit better, but now he said he is ready to rock and roll. He feels good, and you can see that right now he's on top of the leaderboard. But no mistake, John Zimmer Sr. and Uproar, the veteran, should be up on top there as well, sharing 11 points.
Okay, thanks so much. And you know what? Savannah, if you bring your eyes to that tunnel, we've got a little sidekick that's ready to cheer our next competitor on. Make some noise for Brianna Mahan and Ringling Bailey Circuit.
Make some noise, Savannah, for the Princess of Carnage, Brianna Mahan, Ringling Bailey Circuit. And shout out to Bailey coming onto the track, cheering her on, letting us know that scoring is open.
You know what, Carlos? I think if Bailey could score, she'd give that a 10 for sure. But check it out in this Super Glue Glued to the Action replay. Brianna Mahan heads into freestyle with a heavy foot on that throttle. We see big air from her. We saw some major moves. She said it earlier today. She was coming back with an attitude, and she hit the track with just that. So let's check those scores. We got them locked in right now. The score for Brianna Mahan in Ringling Bailey Circus is... It's a solid score, a 7.946 right now. That is good enough for third place. Check it out how this changes the leaderboard for our freestyle competition. Gravedigger still in first, Terminal Velocity in second, but we do have a Ringling Bailey Circuit in that third place spot now, Excalibur in fourth, and Kraken in fifth. 3 more spots on the leaderboard with 3 more trucks to go. This could be completely shaken up. It's in your hands, Savannah.
All right, I had to come back into the stands and hang out with Nico. I think we should introduce this truck together. You down for that?
Yeah.
All right, Nico. Up next, we have MJ Solario in...
Hey, Toro Loco!
A crazy bull indeed. Give it up, MJ Solario, El Toro Loco. JudgesZone.com. The competition is still close. We need all of your scores on JudgesZone.com.
We see that rivalry happen at the beginning of that run between him and Weston Anderson and Gravedigger. And if that's not a fueled freestyle run, then I don't know what is. MJ Solario absolutely determined for a high score here in the freestyle competition, proving he's got control over that 1,200-pound Monster Jam truck. We have those scores locked in, a 7.781 for MJ Solario here in El Toro Loco. Right now, that's good enough for fourth place. Next to hit the track, he's going to need you to get loud. It's John Zimmer in Uproar.
That will do it. Make some noise. John Zimmer, Uproar. JudgesZone.com scoring is open.
John Zimmer in Uproar, absolutely tearing up the track here in the freestyle competition. You see him get a couple rotations of donuts in there, but we see him confidently hit all of those obstacles on the track. And he knows that he has got a potential opportunity to impress you fans. So let's check out the scores. For John Zimmer in Uproar, the score is a 7.545. A solid score right now, good enough for 5th place. Last but not least at the track, Savannah, make some noise for Brandon Arthur in JCB Digatron.
Throwing down a last-minute combo, Brandon Arthur, JCB Digatron. Last competitor, last time to lock in your scores, JudgesZone.com.
Brandon Arthur lays it down here in freestyle. We got to see an incredible save from him. And then he said, hold on, let me show you exactly what I can do in this JCB Digatron truck. He took some two-wheel skills action, which is absolutely what you need in a freestyle run to wow and impress those fans. He's showing you he's got complete control of that Monster Jam truck. And we've got your scores locked in. The score for Brandon Arthur in JCB Digatron is a solid score indeed, an 8.759. Savannah, that means your winner of the freestyle competition is Weston Anderson in Gravedigger. He's added 8 points to his overall score, but was it enough? Your overall event champion earned 4 points in the JCB racing competition, 7 points in the two-wheel skills challenge, and 6 points in the freestyle competition, with a total of 17 overall event points. Your BKT overall event champion is Brandon Arthur, JCB Digatron. For the first time here this weekend, Brandon Arthur and JCB Digatron takes home that overall event championship trophy. Savannah, he's beat the rest of the competition. Those points and consistency proved to be the one to take him to the top, but you helped him get there. Give it up for him, Savannah. Brandon Arthur, JCB Digatron.
Brandon, congratulations. You know, I was talking to you here between freestyle and the skills challenge, and you said you took a little power nap, but you're still tired coming off Singapore. But what a way to end things here tonight, getting this win here at the home of JCB.
Yeah, you know, it was awesome. We had a little bit of a rough start to the day. We had a little bit of a wreck earlier, and these guys right here, they worked real hard all afternoon to get this truck together. Not only Omar, my crew chief right here, but the whole Monster Jam fleet out there, they worked real hard to get this truck back together for all you fans out here. And I can tell you what, this is awesome. This is only my second overall, first ever one in arenas. And to do it here in the home of JCB in Savannah, Georgia, I couldn't be more pumped. And I can tell you what, this one goes to my heart. And thank you guys. You guys were awesome here tonight. Savannah, how'd you guys like Monster Jam?
Congratulations to you. We've got 2 more tomorrow. Do you feel like you could end things off strong now?
Yeah, you know, obviously consistency was the key for us tonight. You know, we had a couple big hitters, Weston and John, that didn't have their best night, but I hope you guys enjoyed it. I laid my heart out there in that last one to close this out on a Saturday night for you guys, and thank you very much, and hopefully we can continue this into tomorrow and keep that thing rolling. Frankie right here, he's got that Digatron hat on. Let's go, guys.
Let's hear it for your overall event champion. It is Brandon Arthur and JCB Digatron, along with his crew chiefs Omar and Frankie here. And then we're going to talk to our freestyle winner, if I can find him right here. We're going to talk to our freestyle winner, Weston Anderson, Gravedigger. Congratulations, Weston, throwing down an amazing freestyle, landing the Morgan & Morgan backflip with still time left to throw down some crazy tricks here. I mean, this is second nature to you.
Man, that felt good. After falling on our face in 2-wheel, it was just a crazy break that we've never had happen before. I knew I wanted to come out here, and I was going to drive that Gravedigger truck until it wouldn't go anymore. That was all for you, Savannah. That was for you fans, man. Y'all have supported us for 44 years, and you know what? I'm not going anywhere anytime soon. I'll see you guys for 44 more. Savannah, I got one more question for you, baby. Did y'all have fun at Monster Jam?
An incredible night culminates, and we want to congratulate all of our winners. And we've got a St. Jude ambassador of the event. That is MJ Solorio in El Toro Loco. He is crowned our St. Jude ambassador of the event, and that's because of you, Savannah Monster Jam fans right here. We couldn't do any of this without you. It's because of you that Brandon Arthur got his second overall event championship in JCB Digatron. I mean, Carlos, how cool is it that we get to even see Monster Jam history being made out on the track?
It's kind of insane because to think of how many years he's now been driving. He's a rising star. He got his very first one literally last weekend, and then he carried that into another one. 2 in 2 weeks. I'm excited to see where he's going to continue now being back in the States.
Well, we want to thank all of you guys for being a part of these winners' journeys and, of course, for coming to Monster Jam on your way out of the End Market Arena. Make sure you stop at our Monster Jam merchandise stands. We've got the latest Spin Master diecast trucks and so much more. It's a perfect way to take Monster Jam home with you. Don't forget to head to monsterjam.com so you don't miss out on any of the Monster Jam news headed your way. On behalf of my entire hosting team, Carlos Sparks, our pit reporter, Kay Young, I'm Keaton Stewart, and we'll see you at the next Monster Jam.